Andrew, what have you made of today?
Well, the 2025 sitting calendar is out. The fact the budget has been set so late in March, the last week of March, clears the way for a potential March election if they want to avoid doing another budget, and if and only if the RBA cuts rates in February. So from those sitting weeks that have been released, we have to say an election is either in March, late March, or early May.
We'll bring up the possibilities later in the show and talk through them. Olivia?
It's been such a big week in foreign policy. We've got war in the Middle East, in Europe, and also escalating tensions in the South China Sea. So while Anthony Albanese is very much focused on the upcoming election, he's got to keep one eye on what's happening internationally. When he's back in the country from ASEAN, he'll be getting out of Canberra and talking about how his government is delivering for everyday Aussies on the cost of living. Big couple of weeks coming up for him. There's also the King's royal visit.
Yeah, Kieran?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about what Andrew spoke about as well, that calendar, because for me and for all of us being the political tragics, wanting to know the timeline, there are just two options now, aren't there? Late March or May 3, straight off the back of that budget, March 25. In the calendar, they've got the budget scheduled in. That doesn't mean that has to be delivered, as Andrew said there. My understanding is, now this might be counterintuitive given we don't know what rates are doing, but my mail is that the Prime Minister has decided on the date. What the date is, I don't know. But my mail is the Prime Minister has worked out the date in his head. What that date is.
You can change your mind, though.
Yeah, but there's a default
You have a right to change your mind,
Correct.
but he has a plan A.
He's got a plan A.
All right.
Well, if that's the case, I'm calling it late March, and you can play that full in the March sitting week.
I'm going to mention something you said earlier this year when we talk about this later.
WA election.
Yes.
If that's March 8.
But then the campaign would roll through it.
It depends entirely on the Reserve Bank, but if you have a March 25 budget and an April 1 Reserve Bank press conference where the governor says you spent too much in the budget, that's not going to be good news. And it's going to be an election budget if you have a budget, and it's going to have deficits. I'm just laying the case here.
All right, we'll get it. Yeah, okay, well, I feel like we've gone well into that topic.